Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Gemini, December 10, 2022. It's more straightforward to find your anchor today. While you're ready to pull back just enough to gain much-needed rest, relaxation, or time for reflection, you're self-disciplined. It's also a fine time to grow a bond, particularly as you share ideas or past experiences. It is easier than usual to discuss issues and problems, focusing on improvement and repair. A friendship may feel more hopeful, and a relationship can benefit from improvements and refinements. While today's moon encourages a more introspective slant, experimenting with ideas and networking can bring you opportunities. You have a solid intuitive sense of trends and solutions. You might connect with others who inspire you mentally. At the same time, you're observing more than usual. Later today, you can be more distractible. Take on as few demanding activities as possible to avoid the feeling that you're running behind. Prepare for another frustrating and anxious day ahead. This is because the bright sun will turn a corner and approach a sharp clash with mighty Mars, the red planet of anger and war. Everyone will feel on edge and ready for battle as tension sizzles and crackles. Don't charge into a war just for the sake of it. This is how scars are formed. When it comes to your personal and romantic life, don't aggressively rock the boat, even if you're feeling triggered. This could create a ferocious clash that ends up leaving you both wounded and gun-shy to open up about your emotions and ideas going forward. Do your best to dissipate the volatile energy now. Do not let any of your frustrations get the best of you. On the outside, you might appear like everything is fine. But on the inside, you may feel like you are ready to erupt with emotion at any given moment. Since the Sun in Sagittarius opposes Mars retrograde in Gemini today, it might be challenging to not let little issues or annoyances get to you. Although potentially stressful, this transit could encourage you to look on the bright side of things throughout your workday. Shift your focus to aspects of your work life that make you feel inspired. Both sides of the financial fence are getting a boost today, though the fog of war from yesterday's full moon might obscure this for now. It is before the moon leaves an intuitive and imaginative part of your chart that a friendly aspect to Saturn in your financial sector can fuel your financial confidence, instincts and imagination, while a clash with Venus, the planet of money, can turn any financial tension into motivation on the income and job fronts. Starting all over again isn't always easy. Sometimes you need plenty of reassurance and coaxing. It may be time to look into changing your health habits to make them even healthier than they are. A child does easily let go of its favorite things. Similarly, the grown-up does not appreciate new suggestions about how to behave. Without balking, try to look into what recurring themes you have about food in your life. Remember that there's really no criticism involved, just loving reassessment and growth. This day generally focuses on your financial situation, but it can also emphasize your career goals. If it's been some time since you've reviewed your objectives in this area, it's a good day to do so. Do you have your goals written down? This can really help to stay on track. Many people do this annually, but in some cases, this can be too long a cycle. Think about the things that matter most, and make sure you're on the right path. In her last full day in your work sector, and with Jupiter just 12 days away from a return to your career sector and the start of an explosive 5 months for professional growth and expansion, Venus is looking beyond just what you can attract on the job front now. Venus is using the pressure from yesterday's full moon as a reminder to pace yourself. With what is happening on the job front now leading to bigger things professionally, you are playing a long rather than a short game. 2 days after Mercury, the planet of communication, returned to your relationship sector, and ahead of Venus, the planet of love's return tomorrow, a friendly aspect between planets here and in your communication sector peaks. This is getting things off to a good start, with collaboration between the communication and relationships gods. Our eyes in the sky. The Gemini moon is busy as it forms tense aspects to Neptune, Venus, and Jupiter today. We'll feel productive in our relationships and responsibilities. There is clarity about what should go and what should stay in your life. Whether it's purging your closets or deleting all the old emails from your ex, you'll be in the mood to drop the deadweight. Anything that you get rid of today will only aid in your personal transformation and ability to manifest later, so don't hold on to the past if it isn't doing you any favors. You should feel more organized and at peace with your path and the moves you plan to make going forward. The energy here also loves healthy food and an active body, so try to do things that are good for your overall health and wellness today. Although tempting, don't take on too much, concentrate instead on those matters most important to you. Otherwise, you run the risk of being overwhelmed. If you decide to tackle something new, be open and invite others to help you. Success is likely if you focus your energies and do not let yourself be sidetracked by problems that aren't your concern. Conversations are more challenging than usual, as others appear to like taking the opposite point of view to your own. Remember, compromise brings the only satisfactory outcome for both sides. If you prefer not to risk any lasting damage, you are well advised to let the other person win. You soon appreciate that, on balance, this way of behaving is more useful. The focus shifts from work and personal goals to relationships and balance in the evening. Use this lunar energy to reach out to your crush or enjoy something romantic with bae. If you're currently single and not interested in mingling, take some time to appreciate yourself tonight. Do the things that calm your mind and soul. In the morning, the Gemini moon trines Saturn in Aquarius, offering emotional fortitude. Intuitive hits inspire us to make smart choices. By adopting a flexible mindset, we discover lasting solutions to problems. If you get stuck, take cues from tradition or from the advice of elders or ancestors. We can use their example but innovate on it for the best results. Your energy and drive have no bounds. If you had it your way, you would do everything and at the same time. Even though your interests are varied, you should concentrate on what's relevant. Involve your friends and relations in particular. You will spend wonderful moments together and have great memories of them. Be careful with your health and avoid pushing yourself too far. Circumstances sometimes result in greater difficulties arising than you might expect, and for this reason you need to save and ration your energy. Take a step back, don't get unduly stressed. Being too ambitious doesn't help you achieve your goal. Contemplate new challenges and plans. If you show considerable interest in these, you encourage new friendships. In your personal life too, people turn to you for advice. It's vitally important to show everyone how enthusiastic you are. When you react positively, brilliant new friendships result. Recreational activity helps get rid of pent-up feelings. Afternoon, retrograde Mars in Gemini squares off with Juno, the goddess asteroid of fidelity, in Pisces. Yesterday's astrology was chock full of aspects that disturbed relational harmony, and today is no different. The Mars-Juno square provokes conflict, preventing us from seeing eye to eye with loved ones. We might be inspired to change the terms of an established agreement, but if we are vague about our new expectations, partners can accuse us of acting unfairly. It's also possible that we will be on the receiving end of another's erratic behavior. Unfortunately, our inability to bluntly say what we mean prolongs the conflict. Request space to work out what you truly want. Don't give ultimatums unless you are prepared for the consequences.